this is just a word of warning. If you see a Tundra Rhino on the board, you should kill it. My opponent could have killed that Tundra Rhino on the previous turn, but he ignored it. He just went face. And as a result, he's now dead, because I have a board full of beasts. I have a Scavenging Hyena that's being buffed up. Yeah, it's just game over. My opponent got greedy. My opponent thought he had quite a commanding board, and he did have quite a commanding board. But if only he'd killed the Rhino, he could have used the remainder of his minions and that really good hero power of his just to maintain control. But he left the Rhino alive, and that got me rank 6 on standard in the March season. I'm happy with that. So yeah, moral of the story, if you see a Tundra Rhino, kill it quick. Okay, today's focus, however, is on wild mode, and we are playing Reno Jackson's Even Mage. So, Even Mage, this is a type of mage that you don't see played at all. People play odd mage with a hero power that does 2 damage. People don't play Even Mage, so what are the benefits of playing Even Mage? Your hero power costs 1, only does 1 damage, but it costs 1. But there are cards in this deck that allow you to take further advantage of your hero power. Garrison Commander, allowing you to hero power twice. Fallen Hero, increasing the damage of your hero power by 1. This deck plays a couple of elementals. There's Water Elemental, there's Pyros, and then of course the 6/6 and 10/10 bodies from Pyros. There's Ragnaros, who is an elemental, and those elemental cards synergize with elemental evocation. Getting a water elemental down on turn 1 with the coin, because it now costs 2 due to elemental evocation, that's incredibly strong. Oh, and the Steam Surger as well. Let's not forget Steam Surger. This deck also plays Ronin, one of my favourite cards in the whole game that never sees any play. You've then got, of course, the 3 arcane missiles that come from Ronin, which synergize with Cosmic Anomaly, and, of course, the very interesting inclusion of Spellzerker. When that card is damaged, you increase your spell power. Pretty interesting. Coldara Drake, you can hero power as many times as you want, dependent on how much mana you have. So this deck is certainly different. It's certainly incredibly interesting. Double Golokka Crawler in this deck in case you face pirate decks. I apologise to Trips, by the way, who hates Golokka Crawlers. Trips, I'm really, really sorry. I will remove them from this deck the next moment the next chance I get. Okay. First game against a mage. Now, we have elemental evocation in our hand, and we have water elemental.
We have turned our
That's the dream.
Into our strength.
That is the absolute dream. Because on turn 1, next turn, with the coin, we're going to get a 3/6 body down on the board, which can freeze. Not that that matters specifically on turn 1, but it's a 3/6 body. So the question then is, do we use it to trade, or do we use it to go face and start the damage going? I think trading is always best. That's my mindset, and so we're going to trade.
An incredible discovery.
But this is a tempo mage that we're facing, an aggressive mage, I guess. Burn us down with spells very, very quickly. Do need to watch our health total. And sometimes tempo mages can get very quick starts. They can get secrets played out for free with Kirantor Mage.
Finally, a second chance.
But sometimes they just have to play the secrets naturally from their hand, and that slows them down a little bit. And already we're the aggressor. He's down to 24. And look, he's having to play these secrets naturally. That's really slow for him, and we're just going to take full advantage of that. Now, if this is the other explosive runes, and it is, we're happy to sacrifice the water elemental because we take no damage there. We take no damage, and this is so important. Oh wow, plays Lothar. Well, that's absolutely fine. Because we're just going to keep pushing the damage now. We are the aggressor. He's going to have to make the trades on the board. May have to start using his burn spells to clear my minions. But that's fine too. We've done enough damage now where we're in a winning position. And what has started this off, that water elemental on turn 1, that is what started off this chain of damage. So strong. We were able to play the water Ellie before he was able to get explosive runes down. That's so important. And he's just dead now. Wow. Beating a tempo mage, being the aggressor, feels different. Feels great.
Versus Mage.
Okay, we're going up against a rogue here. Please excuse the quality of the image on your screen. Things are not proportioned very well. My OBS was playing up. I apologise for that. And we're going up against a rogue. It's probably Kingsbane Rogue. I have a Golokka Crawler in hand. Once again, my sincerest apologies to Trips, who really hates Golokka Crawlers because they kill pirates. Pirates have families too. I appreciate that. The reason the Crawler is in the deck is because I net decked this deck for a Reno Jackson and forgot to take the Crawlers out. So Trips, I apologise. Please forgive me. I'll send you some triple white chocolate cookies to make up for this. But anyway, we have some 2-drops in our hand. I'm going to coin one out. Why not? The question to ask is, which of these 2-drops would I be happy to lose? Spell Zerka, I'm happy to lose if it means that my Garrison Commander will be able to live later on. That's the logic. I value Garrison Commander in this early instance of the game more than I value Spell Zerka. So just play another one.
Amazing.
Oh dear. And he got patches in hand. He's screwed. Because this crab is just gonna... It's gonna be a happy crab. But I've always wondered, how do crabs... How do they eat pirates? I mean, that crab's pretty big, right? It's pretty big. But if that crab is big enough to eat a pirate, surely in Hearthstone terms, that crab should be starting off with bigger stats and a higher mana cost, just on the size of its body alone. I'd expect a Golokka Crawler to be, I don't know, a 5-cost minion, starting out with 4 attack and 5 health, to reflect the size of its body when it goes up against a pirate. Because pirates are tough, you know, they got swords and cannons and various weapons that surely can kill crabs. So yeah, Hearthstone logic. And at this juncture now, you know, this rogue, he's going to struggle to get back into the game. I think we've already won the game.
Knowledge is power, and
Now, Dalaran Aspirant, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Really cool card in this deck. Gets your spell power ramped up. Magnifies the damage from your fireballs. Magnifies the damage from Ronin's arcane missiles. So, credit to Reno Jackson, the player, not the card. Credit to Reno Jackson for coming up with a way to make a competitive even mage deck. Look at these cards on the board. The Aspirant, you know, the Aspirant, when is the last time you've seen that card played? Garrison Commander, when is the last time you've seen that card played? Honestly. look at this. We are able to increase our spell power twice. And we put him down to 1. Maybe there was a better way that I could have approached my last couple of turns to get more value out of this if I planned ahead a bit more. But this deck is new to me, and I've just realised how insane this Garrison Commander Dalaran Aspirant combo is. It's pretty awesome. And he's just dead. Rogues don't run healing, and he can't kill me at this health total. Oh, okay, conceal. Maybe this is Miracle Rogue. Well, no miracles for him. Okay, let's look at one final game. And it's against a mage. So, Garrison Commander in hand. I'm going to keep it. I'm keeping the Frostbolt too. I think it's fine just to play Garrison Commander as a normal 2-drop, as a body on the board if you need to. Obviously, it's best if you can take advantage of the hero power. But sometimes you just got to play it as a body to trade with another body. Now, I coined that out. Why did I do that? Because next turn, if he doesn't kill it, I can hero power twice, which would kill a 2-health minion. And there's a 2-health minion on the board. Mad Scientist. This is fine. I mean, normally you wouldn't coin out a 2-drop unless you had another 2-drop to play on turn 2. But in this case, because of my hero power being discounted, double hero power was my turn 2 play, so it made sense. And Arcane Intellect on 3 makes me think that this is a Freeze Mage or an Exodia Mage. So we have to kill him quick, basically. So, trying to think here if I hero power twice, or if I play my other 2-drop. I think we just play the 2-drop. We develop it. Ooh! So, he's giving me more cards. Well, isn't that good? Mojo Master Zihi is a game-winning card in this deck. You basically wait until they have their combo pieces in hand, and then you play Zihi, and then they're screwed. So we have double elemental evocation in our hand here. I think we go for it. So next turn, we have the Cinderstorm. It's going to be pretty mental, because we can damage. We can damage our Spellzerker, and then we can go for Cinderstorm. This is a pretty frightening board, by the way. This is a pretty frightening board. You want to kill all 3 of these minions. Okay, that doesn't kill my minions, but it injures my Spellzerker. It injures it. Hey, that's pretty good. So, I guess we're gonna Cinderstorm anyway. Ooh, Ice Lance is pretty good here. We can do a ton of damage here just with Frostbolt for 7, Ice Lance for 8. Yep, that's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. He needs to kill this board off.
The end is coming!
Ah, the end is coming. He saw my burn. He saw my burn spells being used, and he probably thinks the Doomsayer is now safe to play. It is. We still get 2 damage in though from our hero power. That's still pretty good. And now we've got a couple of big hitters that can come down onto the board. We have Gen, we have Coldara Drake, and we have a Water Elemental. Mojo Master Zihi we will hold on to until we feel it's the right time to play him. There's a bit more burn.
This curse has become our greatest strength.
We're going to play Gen over the Water Ellie, just because he does 6 damage. So if he remains alive on the board, we can go face next turn for 6. That's more pertinent than going face for 3. Oh, he's digging for cards here. Oh, he's giving me more cards. Sure. Oh, even more cards. Why, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that. He thinks that the ice block there is going to keep him safe. But it's not. The question is,
Perhaps.
what do we play here? I mean, we can Frostbolt and pop the block.
Victory for Gilneas!
Alternatively, we can Coldara Drake and pop the block.
Victory for Gilneas!
I'm going to Frostbolt. I want to keep the Coldara Drake hidden as a surprise should I need it. I'm going to keep it hidden. And I think Zihi here is pretty good. Just in case. I mean, maybe I could have waited for another turn to play Zihi, but when I see all of those cards gathered in his hand, I do get quite scared. Yeah, not entirely sure if that was the right time. Not sure if he could have killed me with what he had. Because don't they need some kind of an Emperor discount if they're playing Sorcerer's Apprentices, Molten Reflections? Yeah, maybe I could have waited another turn before playing Zihi. But at 7 mana, without an Emperor discount, there's nothing he can do, right?
Reality woven.
Well, he can gain armor. I mean, that's something. But you see what's interesting here? He's gained 5 armor there. But we have 7 mana to play with, and that means with a 1-cost hero power, we could hero power his face 7 times and win the game. Wow. That's pretty nuts. Initially I was preoccupied with dealing with his board, thinking how I could hero power it down. But actually, Coldara Drake just won us that game. Wow. So, Reno Jackson's Even Mage. I don't know if I played all of those games optimally. I probably didn't. This is my first exposure to the deck, and my goodness, it's so much fun to play. Just look at the win conditions that are present in this deck, right? You've got the spell power win condition with your fireballs, your frostbolts, the arcane missiles from Ronin. You've got cards like Coldara Drake, that if it sticks on the board allows you to hero power multiple times, and with cards like Fallen Hero, you can increase the damage from your hero power. You can really beat your opponent down over several turns with that. If one of those minions sticks on the board, Coldara Drake, Fallen Hero, I mean, it's really bad for your opponent. So there's the spell power route, there's the hero power route. You've also got the minion beatdown route. I mean, Pyros with the 6/6 body, the 10/10 body, the Lich King, Ragnaros, Ronin is a 7/7. So if he hangs around on the board without dying, if he goes face a couple of times, it's probably game over. And your opponents often do not want to kill Ronin because they don't want you to get the arcane missiles. So sometimes they just ignore him. So yeah, there's the minion beatdown route, and then there's the Mojo Master route to disrupt combo decks from pulling off their combos. So there are multiple ways to win with this deck, and it is incredibly fun to play. So thank you very much once again to Reno Jackson for putting this deck out there. It is competitive on the ladder, as you have seen. And if you guys have any comments on what you think of this deck or how you think it could be refined, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And I'll see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.